to episode 5
of
We Have Yarn for That. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Caitlin.
And we're joining you today from Caitlin's kitchen again.
Yes, and we hope that the audio is clearer and louder.
Please let us know. We're trying it on Kate's phone today.
Yes, new media.
So we're hoping that the video quality and the sound will be better. So thank you for the feedback, Angie and Caitlin.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we would think everything is fine. It's like I tell my students, I cannot read your mind. If there is something you are not understanding, then you need to tell me.
Yeah.
Otherwise, forever hold your peace.
Yes, and they let us know in the Discord. So
Yes.
if you take a look below, there will be a link for you to join us in the Discord as well if you would like.
Come hang out with us. It's fun. We post pictures and I am posting about my kitten and it's fun.
And
So it's been a little while.
although to you it might not have been, because I just posted the other day the video from before Christmas and before the New Year.
That's okay. Holidays are nuts.
But here we are.
Here we are.
So this might be a quick turnaround. That's all assuming that I'm editing this one fast. So we shall see. But today's recording date is January 10th.
Is it? I don't know what day it is anymore.
It is.
Oh, it is the 10th because we got 2 weeks till my birthday. I know it's on a Tuesday this year.
It is the 10th because Breezy Girl is 3 and
1 month. Oh boy.
I know. The 3 nature stage is real, you guys.
I think Owen's already there.
It's real.
So.
I just messed something up, so here I am.
It's okay.
Anyway, what are you wearing, Rachel?
I am wearing a whole bunch of things. So I'm wearing my juniper cowl, which is this. This is made with Harbor Fibers Fall Floral Advent. Fall Floral Advent. FFF. Yeah, I made this. I started this Rhinebeck weekend and it's lovely and I love it. And I'm also wearing my finally finished camp pullover from Amy Christoffers. It is done. It is slightly big. So the yarn...
I didn't even notice that you were wearing it. Like I knew you had a sweater on, but I didn't realize it was that one.
It's that one.
Oh my gosh.
So it's non-superwash yarn according to the label, but it definitely grew when I blocked it. So I have yarn to make another one.
Oh, wow.
Same yarn, eco tweed with little bits in it, but mustard. So I think I'm just gonna make it a size down.
Okay.
Because I made this at what size I should have made it at, and I like changed the yarn and the needle size, and I thought it would be enough. It was not enough. Okay. So I mean, it's fine. It's slouchy and comfy. And then I'm also wearing
like a sweatshirt fit.
My New Year's cast on, which is my Magnolia Bloom cardigan, which is with Knitpicks Bulky in Haze Heather. And guys, I banged this thing out in like 6 days. This is what happens when you have surgery and you can't like do much of anything else. So I love this cardigan. I didn't have any issues with it. However, there were lots of issues from other people. There's lots of people on Ravelry who have frogged it. Oh. So I read a bunch of comments from people first and like, the English chart has an issue with it, so I'd use the Danish chart and then understanding, because she's not a native English speaker too, but her tech editor definitely failed her on this one. Just like the wording and some of the instructions was a little weird, but I figured it out. Okay. So I need to get some sparkly buttons and it will be done.
How do you feel with your brand new sinuses?
We're still not there yet. So gross, but like both of the scabs have come out, so like things are healing. That's good. And so my follow-up appointment is in 3 more weeks. Okay. 3 more weeks, and then we're gonna check on the swelling and I'll have a better idea of how things are healing and stuff, because when I went in last week, stuff was still pretty swollen. So we'll know in like 3 weeks hopefully if this is enough, but I feel like I can breathe better, but it's also hard to tell because I wasn't breathing well for so long that it just feels normal.
Like, is this it?
I don't know what normal breathing is anymore.
Oh my gosh.
Which is weird to say, but...
Oh, my fridge is making more ice cubes.
Oh, okay. That's exciting.
I'm gonna have some more ice cubes soon.
What are you wearing?
Oh, I am wearing, this is a gift from my mom, so by the time she sees this, she'll have it. This is the Geranium Cowl by Wandering Star Knits.
That she was knitting last week.
Yes, I was knitting in our last episode. And this is 2 fingerings held double, one from Posies and Pockets, white tees and blue jeans, which I believe she said is discontinued, but
which is unfortunate because it looks fabulous with this.
I know. And then with a Victoria House slub fingering in the colorway Hydrangea. So it is you knit it flat, and Rachel said it's like the shift.
Because you get like a shape like that?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a shift.
Yes. So you get, it looks like you know how to wear a shawl that's not going to move. Like, so, I don't know, whenever I have a triangle shawl, it's always slipping all over the place for me.
Do you have a shawl cuff?
No, I don't.
Dude, you need a shawl cuff.
They
are the best.
I do. So anyway, so it's long and triangular like this, and in the back you seam it.
Yep.
And as you go, you're adding on an I-cord edge.
It's just like a
so
shift.
it's like you're finishing it the whole way through. I haven't done the shift yet, but it is in my
I've made 2.
Ravelry
And
library.
I love it. How can you want to make the shift cardigan if you haven't even made a shift cowl?
I don't know. Because I think I would wear a sweater more than a cowl, although I really... So I was on the fence about making one of these for myself, but now that it's blocked and on me, I'm going to be making one of these for myself.
I'm also going to be making one with yarn I picked up at Rhinebeck for a different shawl, but nope, it's going to become that, and it's going to be great.
I have like a raspberry color slub that I got from Victoria House Yarn. Oh,
did you buy the slub when I was buying slub for my... I thought I remembered that conversation.
No, maybe. I might have. Definitely when I applied for the test knit with Katie at Wandering Star Knits, and I was like, well, if she picks me, I'll have yarn if I buy it now. And so I did buy it, and so it all worked out in my favor because I was selected. And it was kind of rough getting it done in December. So I am taking a break from test knitting.
Personal projects.
Yeah, because that's the thing. I don't knit as fast as like I thought I did. And that was almost like I was going back to the very beginning when I first learned how to knit and I was buying too much yarn.
Oh.
Because I was like, I'm going to make all the things, all the pretty things.
All the pretty things.
And then I learned...
And you do, in fact, make all the pretty things.
It just takes me a lot longer than I anticipated. And just trying to fix this
I missed a yarn over here.
Oh my gosh. You guys are so distracting
to me. Oh no, that's my yarn over. I did it.
Oh, my daughter's in her crib. She's shushing us. She's so spicy.
Owen was mad because he was watching Lion King before his nap, and I said, okay, time to turn off Simba. It's nap time. I said, you can watch Simba when you wake up. What's the first thing he asked for when he woke up?
Simba.
Simba. I'm like, okay. Okay.
What a great memory.
He definitely doesn't forget things anymore, and it's terrible. Because normally he picks things up at the store, and he's like, I want this. I'm like, later. And then he's like,
you said I could have
later?
it.
I'm like, no, nope. But you know who sucker number 1 is?
Dada.
Oh, Dada. Oh, it's so much Dada. He's like, but he wanted it. I'm like, stop buying him things. Yesterday he comes home with new tubby toys. He picked them out. He picks out all the things. Tell him no. Oh, child. Anyway, so right now, well, at least I am, because Kait has her projects out, which she'll talk about. I am knitting on my project for the birthday make-along, because, guys, my birthday's in 2 weeks, but really it's my birthday all month long. We're going to New York this weekend, so I can go see Phantom one more time before it closes. Oh, no, they pushed out the closing to April, so, but it's fine. I'm going to see it one more time. And we're going to go see this other show called And Juliet. Okay. Which my best friend saw when she went to New York for her birthday. And it's like, what if Juliet didn't die? And it's like Shakespeare and his wife are having arguments and like changing the story as we go. So like we're seeing the Shakespeares and we're also seeing how the story is playing out. But all the music is 90s music. Britney, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, Christina, all the things.
That's cool.
Katie said it was the best.
That's so cool.
And tickets are like dirt cheap. They're like, you can get them for like $50.
That's fun.
So we're gonna go see Aunt Juliet. I don't know what else we're gonna do, but I'm very excited. Anyway, so birthday make-along. I finally picked up my pink fizz that I started last year and have sporadically worked on. I've made a pink fizz before, but I actually frogged the first sweater I ever crocheted to reclaim this yarn because I just never wore it. So this is yarn that was custom dyed for me, unfortunately, by a dyer who's not dyeing anymore. But it's white. It's a white creamy base, and it's got like hot pink and purple and speckles, and it's so much fun.
It reminds me of like frosting.
This sweater, I'm calling it my melted ice cream sweater.
Yeah, okay.
That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah.
So I'm holding it with some Bear suri that I picked up from Wool to Dye For. And so this is where I'm at. So I am officially through my first repeat of the chart. I'm now on row 8. So I'm going to go up to, I think, row 35 and then split for sleeves because my first one is definitely not long enough.
Okay.
So I'm thinking if I do 1.5 chart repeats, it should be long enough. And then I'll split, and I won't do 1.5 chart repeats for the top. But okay. I love this pattern. I love knitting lace, guys. It's like my favorite. And this lace is just, it's so pretty and fun. And it's like, that's why I don't understand why I haven't finished this sweater. Like this should be something that's almost like potato chippy for me because like I have the section I need to concentrate on and then it's just knitting.
Yeah.
And then, but I keep getting distracted. So, yeah, and even as it is, I made 3 hats this week.
And a whole sweater.
And a whole sweater. So this is why it's not done.
I almost wonder if you're just distracted by other shiny things.
I think it's what it is because I love this. It's not like I'm like, oh, why am I knitting on this? No, I love this and I really want to wear it, but it's all the stupid other shiny things. So I'm determined to get this done by the end of February. This is how much I've knit in the last like week. So maybe like 6 inches.
Okay.
When I picked it back up, I was at row 35 and it's a 72 chart repeat and I'm now back on row 8. So I've like knit about 50 rows on it. So it's not terrible, but I just need to do it. I'm hoping once I split and I'm working flat, it'll motivate me to go faster because the sleeves are just knit.
Yeah.
So you seam it up here and then I'm pretty sure it's just
a tube.
Cool. So once I get past this, I think I might have less distractions to keep going on this, but I'm like so excited. But go and then I'll talk about these.
I was going to ask a question first because I can see you're using a chart for your lace.
Yes.
Which has always intimidated me in the past.
Really?
So even if a pattern comes with charted lace, I'll write it out. I know. So like, I'm fine with a color work chart.
But interpreting all the different stitches is...
Yeah, so like, are the stitches, do they all mean the same thing on every, like anybody's chart?
So,
is it like
yes,
a language?
It's a language. So circles are yarn overs, but also there's a key over here on the side.
So it reminds
like this is like knit 3 together some way. These are knit 2 togethers if they're slanting left, so the left leaning increase, right leaning increase. The dots, if it's the right side, mean purls. If it's the wrong side, mean knits.
Okay.
It's really not. This like throws me every time, so I have to like look at the
like a
thing.
full slip stitch over.
It's something, yeah. And like these ones that I circled in blue because I keep messing them up.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, these are problem areas. Like I have to look those ones up every time. But other than that, it's like really pretty straightforward.
Okay, maybe I'll give it a try. And once I get going, it seems like one of those things that I would probably need to practice, and I just haven't ever done it, and I've always avoided it.
Pick something with a really small chart first. Like this is a 72 row chart. I would not recommend this as your first lace pattern.
No?
No.
You wouldn't?
Although my first lace pattern was like this mermaid shawl with a million different stitches and things, and I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing, but it says mermaid, and I have mermaid yarn, so I'm gonna knit it. It turned out fine, but it took a lot of frogging. Yeah. So just find like a short little, like maybe 20 row lace chart and try it out. But it's really not bad. Okay.
I have faith. I have yarn for that, actually.
Do you? Oh yeah, you have like the OG yarn, right?
I do. Yeah. I have the La Bien-Aimée fancy ass yarn.
It's so, her original color is so pretty.
So yeah, maybe I will be inspired to start that.
Do it.
I keep saying that, but oh shoot, I forgot to bring out my Christmas yarn.
Go get it.
I will in a minute. Because maybe we should, since we're recording this on my phone, maybe we should do it in shorter increments so the uploading.
Oh yeah, that might be a good idea.
My husband's computer is faster.
That's a smart idea.
Have those every once in a while.
Yeah, I think like 20-minute chunks will definitely be faster than however long this winds up being.
Yes. So I am knitting on my Athena, which I'm sure is no surprise to anyone, that when I said last week and the episode before that, and the episode before that, and the episode before that, that I was going to have it finished and be wearing it.
It's okay.
That I am not done.
It's okay.
No, I'm giving myself a very small amount of grace here.
It's okay.
But I have been working on it here and there.
This is why I don't really do fingering, and that's what, size 4 needles?
These are these babies. Is it an 8, a 6?
There's definitely not an 8.
5.
Those are 5s? Okay. Knitting a fingering weight sweater on anything smaller than a size 6 takes forever.
Forever. Literally forever. But I have, let me put on my little needle stoppers now that I finished the little lace repeat. So I have...
It's almost done.
It's almost at the part where I can do the twisted rib for about an inch or 2 down here at the bottom.
You're so close.
After blocking this, I think I needed to have 13 1/4 inches from the armpits down.
That's definitely like 12.
And I measured it, I want to say Sunday night, and I think I was at 11.5-ish. So I'm close, I'm really close. I'm hoping by this weekend I can get to the twisted rib. I'm not making any promises, but you'll see me wearing this thing eventually.
Eventually.
And I keep now second guessing myself on the sizing. But it's stretchy, it's gonna block, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
It's gonna be
fine. I'm gonna wear it.
You swatched, therefore.
I did. And if not, I'm gonna cut this thing up the back and then make it like a back button band. It'll be a...
I'm like, there's a tin can knits pattern for that. Because, okay, so I used to buy a lot of Stitch Fix clothes, and there's one sweater that I loved, and it had buttons at the back.
Yeah.
And I wore it to school one day, and my students were like, "Miss, do you know your sweater's on backwards? Because the buttons are in the back."
Oh my gosh. I feel like this is fashion.
But I just gave it to my sister because they said it was an extra large. My sister is like a medium, and it fits her perfectly. And I'm like, well, I don't know how this thing ever fit me. And so Tin Can Knits has a pattern. I think it's called Boardwalk, and it's got the buttons. So if needed be,
I'll steek this.
You can steek it and refer to that pattern.
Yes, I could. Hopefully, I won't have to, but I could.
Hopefully, you won't have to
because this is getting warm.
And you swatched.
I did. I did. I swatched. And in camaraderie, is that the right word? Camaraderie with the
Birthday Make Along,
the WHYFT
Birthday
MAL.
Yep.
I am picking up again my Ursa,
which is amazing.
My scrappy Ursa.
It's so good.
So
good.
If you follow me on Instagram over the summer, you have maybe seen my reel where I wound a giant as large as my head
6 skeins.
Super ball of 6 skeins of fingering weight yarn and various colors from my stash. So this is a stash buster too. I don't know if this would count as a stash down because I started it before.
I mean, if you are
my second ball,
I would say whatever you haven't.
So because of the loosey-goosey rules are that you should pick up a project from your stash, from your whips that you haven't touched in 4 months or longer and finish it by the end of February. So since I've already separated the sleeves for this, I'm going to keep going. I did realize today when I picked it up, I must have done like a yarn over here. So I have like a 1/2 brioche stitch in the back.
It's in the back.
It's in the back.
It's in the
back. And my
back.
hair will cover it.
Yeah, it's in the back.
And whatever. It's got to,
it's
for
marled.
For it to be my sweater, it's got to have at least one mistake.
I think I've said this to you before. There's like an old Irish proverb where you should intentionally or unintentionally leave a mistake, because if it's a perfect thing, then it has a piece of your soul in it, and you don't want to do that. So by leaving mistakes, you prevent it from holding a piece of your soul.
I cannot let it have any of my soul.
Exactly. So therefore, all mistakes are on purpose, and it's supposed to be like that.
I saw something beautiful on Instagram. It was like a stitch, adding a stitch to a knit of a different color so it stands out, and it's supposed to bring awareness for like genetic disorder. I really wish I could tell you more now. Oh my gosh. I started following, I'm like, I'll look at my phone. My phone is what's recording. And I want to say I started following this woman, and she's trying to raise awareness for a condition that her son has. And so on all of her sweaters, she adds in like a duplicate stitch.
In a different color.
In a different color.
Okay, we'll talk about
The
this more in our next.
The unmatched stitch.
Let me look it up. That's the name of the account?
I don't know. It's the something stitch. It is the something stitch.
There's something here. I'll look at your.
Yeah, people I follow.
I hate when I just.
But anyway, so it looks really cool, and I like that it's like a conversation piece. So you would have a lot of people did it kind of like up near their heart, or on their collar, on their sleeve, things like that. So it's almost like a conversation piece, because if somebody notices, like for example with Athena here in this like purpley color.
All right, which one of these?
I might have followed them on my personal
Oh,
account.
all right, let me check.
I might not have followed them at all, and now I'm just looking like a jerk. Maybe it's a hashtag. Stay tuned. If I find it out, I will put it on the screen here. Because now I really want to know, so I'm going to do some digging.
We'll find out.
Oh, because it would probably be in my history of things that I looked at and liked.
Probably,
So
yeah.
I'll go back through that. So anyway, I'm going to pick this up. It's been a long time. It's got a little pumpkin spice latte.
That's how long it's been.
Knitting progress keeper on that from Capital Maker. So that was when we were in the fall, in the summer, excited for fall is when I started this.
I'm always excited for fall. Always.
I mean, now that we're in the winter and it's not too cold, like this past couple weeks, it'd be cool if it was fall instead, so it'd be less wet. Although I can't complain.
No.
But that's what I've got for whips.
I have more whips than that. I have this. I have the sheep camp. I have my best friend's slipper socks that I still have not finished. My Mean Girls advent sweater, which I've made no progress on because I am not allowed to knit on that again until this is done.
Okay, noted.
And I really want to make that sweater, so this has to be done first. So yeah, this is the only one that really has any progress. The rest of them you've seen.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Whips. What we're wearing? FOs?
Yeah, I got a lot of those.
Mine'll be quick. It was this. And that's it. And I'm gonna go get my Christmas yarn while you start talking about your whip.
So I finished my sheep camp. This was my last FO of 2022. I finished it on New Year's Eve at like 11 o'clock, but it was done. I love this. I definitely am gonna make another one. And then I started this purple Magnolia Bloom cardigan was my New Year's cast on. This is done because this is what I've been doing this week, but also it's bulky. Bulky yarn knits up so fast. And then this was actually my first FO of 2021. Wow. 2023. I don't know what year it is anymore. So this is the Tiilde Hat. And I had initially knit this beanie, I don't know, 2 years ago maybe. And it never really fit because I should have made it bigger and I didn't. I have a big head and I follow the pattern and I should have added more cable repeats and didn't. So I frogged the whole thing on New Year's Eve and I re-knit the hat on New Year's Day with more cables. So now it fits correctly.
Could there be a more perfect pom-pom?
I know. I had the pom-pom first and I bought this yarn when Love to Knit was going out of business. And then I'm like, oh, instead of I have yarn for that, I have a pom-pom for that. It's perfect.
It's got like the little burnt orange tips.
So I love this. So this is my first birthday mail project, my first FO of 2023. Then I made the cardigan. And then, not yesterday, but the day before, I, again, got distracted from my pink fizz. And I had some yarn from Sam with Beachy Breeze Fibers sitting in my stash that I'd started. I think it wasn't another cabled beanie. It was a hat with a different texture, but the texture just wasn't showing. I bought it at the trunk show she had at Skein Yarn Shop. November 2021.
Okay.
So I had started a hat, then got mad at the hat. Hat was sitting in a bag. So I frogged the whole hat and I decided to make a Moonstone Beanie from PremKnits. And I also ordered a skein of suri from Sam in her huge clear out sale she's having right now. So suri and bulky don't really do much, but it does add a little bit of floof and a little bit of softness. So it's got this Mondo cable on the front, which is super fun and kind of a pain in the ass to knit. And then it's all seed stitch on the back, and I always forget how much I love seed stitch. Like, honestly, I think I might actually make a flax, but I don't like the garter panel, but change it to seed stitch, and then I will like it more.
Oh.
Love seed stitch. I don't know.
That'd be cute.
I like the texture.
A little texture there.
So I made this. So this is my second finished object for the birthday make-along. And then because I had so much extra, I had to make a little one for my little buddy. So I'm actually in the process of ordering little patches because I'm obnoxious. Because if you have seen me and Owen and or my husband, Dylan's family think Owen looks like Dylan. Owen does not look like Dylan. Owen looks like me. And so I want to get the little patches that say Mama and Minnie for our matching hats. So I made this last night.
That's very cute.
It took like 5 hours.
Wow.
It's quick.
Yeah.
So that is all of my FOs. 3 hats, a sweater, and a cardigan. That's it.
All.
That's it. That's all I got.
That's all you finished? Oh,
yeah, but
I'm
next
sorry.
time I'm going to have like nothing because I'm still going to be working on this damn sweater.
She'll be done.
I don't think so. Not.
She'll be done.
I don't think so. If it's like 2 or 3 weeks, it still won't be done.
She'll have made a whole other cardigan. 17 hats.
Jen and Angie do the same thing. They're
4
like, you're going to have
ties.
that done in like 2 days. I'm like, but I'm really not though.
You're going to be split by the sleeves by this weekend, and then you're going to zoom.
I don't think so. Not going back to school.
I don't know.
I didn't do any grading today. I was not responsible.
I mean.
I did grading yesterday. And I emailed parents to let them know that their children are missing assignments.
That's good.
I answered emails today,
That's good.
but I did not grade.
I mean, maybe give yourself some grace and a little slow start. Are you going back Tuesday?
I go back Thursday. Today is Tuesday.
No, I know. You go back Thursday this week?
Thursday, yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going back next week after Martin Luther King.
No.
Okay.
No, 2 weeks.
So slow. Okay. Maybe do a ketchup mustard day. Like a catch up on your work and here's a little enrichment for you or an extra credit.
I mean, I have 6 classes before midterms and I need to do Punnett squares and all of genetics and pedigrees. It's not going to happen.
I have a good ed puzzle. Oh no, I don't because I don't have my East Providence account anymore. The Amoeba Sisters.
Oh yeah.
Are you familiar with them?
Oh yes. No, so the next couple days are going to be like hitting the ground running to get through genetics Punnett squares. If we don't, I'm figuring we'll do pedigrees probably after the midterm because I think there's only a couple of questions and I'll just toss those questions for the midterm. But like, I didn't know. It's like hit the ground running.
Leave them on there, but don't count them towards the assessment.
Well, that's
Use
what
them as like a pre-assessment. Like, how much time do we really need to spend on this? See how the kids do.
I don't. They're gonna look at that and go, "What?
Oh,
is
freak
this?"
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand. Never mind. Don't do that. Don't
So
freak out the children.
I'm not gonna change the midterm, but I'm just gonna say, look, there's things on here we haven't done. I will tell you these numbers. Try them, see what happens. But I'm not gonna be counting these answers because we just didn't have time to cover this yet. We'll be talking about it after the midterm.
Makes sense. Glad we don't have midterms like that.
We haven't had midterms since I've been there.
Yeah, that makes sense. I know that my pacing I don't think is the best this year because I'm learning
Mine is
a new curriculum.
Yeah, mine is definitely not. So I'm hoping second semester I can kind of get back into the groove of things. But yeah, do we think this is a good spot to pause? I don't know how long we've been going for.
Sure.
Okay.
Pause.
Okay, we're back. So we're trying this thing where we're like recording in chunks because we're recording in what, 4K?
4K! Coming at you 4K from my kitchen! Woo! It's like a commercial.
It is.
Coming at you knitting in 4K,
Woo!
baby!
So we're gonna see if it if recording in chunks and splicing them together will quicken, not hasten, quicken the upload process.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that I can just plug my phone into my husband's computer and put this on there to edit. We're gonna find out.
Boom. We're gonna find out.
We're gonna find out. But yeah, I keep losing my words. I'm the worst at the end of the school day. I feel like I just talk all day, and I've used all the words I have.
I am gonna be a disaster on Thursday.
I threw the back.
So, regarding the birthday make along, we're basically, do we want to, I think I said we're just going to be doing it on Discord, but I guess we can check Instagram too.
Well, yeah, if people are using the hashtag.
So our hashtag is WHYFT birthday mail. And then we have the Discord where we are, we have a chatter thread, and we have a finished objects thread. So for every finished object, you get 5 points. And for every hashtag post or every post in the Discord, you get 1 point.
Okay.
And then at the end, we're gonna pull some prizes from our stash. The grand prize lucky person will be getting a shawl from my closet that I love, and just it needs a new home because I love it, but I just haven't been wearing it. So somebody is gonna get a shawl made by yours truly. And
they can love it, gift it, unwind it,
whatever.
Do whatever your heart desires.
It's pretty ballin' though. I love the colors. It was actually the shawl I made for my 30th birthday, so I feel like it's super appropriate for
your birthday.
The birthday mail.
And you will see. We could probably put a link in the show notes here.
For what?
The Google form for
our. Oh yeah.
We're a little late to the party, but we're getting started.
We have mentioned several times about doing a stash down, and we officially have details for you on that. So we're gonna be, if any of you have done any of the things with Boss and Jen before, where it's you have a Google form, you enter your stuff, and it tracks your deets. We're gonna be doing something kind of similar to that because we feel like that works the easiest. So we have a Google form.
You'll find it below. And it will, I believe it'll ask you for your name.
Yep.
And
your Instagram handle or Ravelry, whichever.
Yeah. And then we decided we're going to track
grams to make it more equitable, because tracking yardage I feel like is hard, especially I have been making a lot of bulky weight projects lately. The yardage is lower. So by tracking grams, and sock people too, if you make a pair of socks and you don't use the whole skein, so we're tracking grams.
Okay. And so there'll be more details along in the form that you'll see. And for every entry you will be entered, so we'll keep track of the data on an Excel sheet. Well, Google Sheet, and
quarterly.
Quarterly,
so there will March, June, September, and December. We're gonna pull some prize winners.
Yes. So the more things you complete, the more entries you'll have.
Or friends who watch this and would like to donate things for prizes.
Yeah.
You can send things to us. We would appreciate that.
We would love that. We don't hate to run out of our own stash. Although, I don't know. It's almost like a Mary Poppins stash. So,
gee, look, there's even more behind it. Yeah.
And I know that there was talk in the group that is staying at the house or Rhinebeck that our goal is to not be purchasing more yarn.
However, we've both already failed at that.
We both already failed. We made it, if it was dry January.
And you know what? It's Sam. It's all your fault.
Sam, it is your fault.
It is all Sam's fault.
It really is.
Because Sam is running an awesome sale right now, and I can't say no.
Neither could I. And I tried. I tried real hard. I said no. I put things in my shopping cart. I imaginary shopped her sale.
And I texted her and I'm like, look at these things. And she said, don't buy the things.
Don't buy those things.
I bought some of the things, but I didn't buy all of the things. And then I'm like, what's that package? Sam. So just know, Sam, it's all your fault.
But quick with the shipping. So I
Yeah.
think I bought something Sunday. It's already here.
It's already here.
So
Sam's in Connecticut
quick.
and stuff gets to us like
really
next
fast.
day, maybe. It's super quick.
It is. She's better than Amazon at this point.
You are, Sam. You are better than Amazon.
I'll subscribe. So
Shall
with
we?
that being said, we should maybe get into our...
Oh wait, I have another finished object to talk about, which ties into my, well, because it's not strictly yarn related, as I am pulling on my bag. So, I have another finished object. I finished my leopard print box, and I'm hooked. So needlepoint is super fun. It's like coloring, but with threads, and I love it. And so my second canvas is almost done, and I have 2 more canvases. One was gifted. I did not buy.
Okay. No judgment, no judgment.
So this is my leopard print box, and you can see it's shiny. I love the textures on it, from like the velvet and then the sparkle thread. I already, there's a canvas I found on eBay because my best friend told me to look on eBay. It's a mermaid, and it would go perfectly with the square box, and it's blue, and I love it. I don't want to pay $70 for a canvas, so it's just sitting there. Canvases are, it's like yarn. They're like hand painted, so they're like money.
They're hand painted. I don't think I ever knew the intricacies of
I didn't either.
needlepoint.
I learned while I was down there. It's like a rich white people's hobby. That's pretty much what needlepoint is. Your grandmama did it, and then your mom. It's also, it seems like it's a very southern thing. No hate on the needlepoint community. I am loving it, but also I'm just like, hot damn, this can add up quicker than knitting.
Wow. I'm thinking of old like Victorian ladies sitting in their solar on their settee or whatever with their yarn. So if you happen to be a BIPOC needle pointer, let us know how wrong we are. But also, oh, that's fun. But also,
I'm sorry for my generalization, but that's what it seems to me to be. Because I'm just like, hot damn, this shit is expensive.
Yes, but it looks super fun. The only thing that I would say would be a drawback from someone who doesn't even do it is like, it must be quick to finish it. You get longer with yarn.
Not necessarily.
No?
No, because there are stockings.
Oh, jeez.
And stocking canvases are like $450, and then getting it actually turned into a stocking is like another $500. Because what a lot of people do is you send the canvas to somebody who is a finisher, and then they like cut and glue and make the canvas into the final object.
Whoa.
This is what I'm talking about, where I'm saying it can get more expensive than knitting very quickly.
Wow.
So this is my second almost finished canvas. This is it's a football from Super Bowl LI 60. This is one that the Patriots were down 28-3 at the half against Cardinals, then came back to win it because they used to be really good. And so I have like the sparkly trophy, Lombardi trophy, and the sparkly letters, and I'm just working on the outline right now, but outlining this thing is a pain. So apparently I have to like shine a flashlight through from the back so I can see all the spots that I'm missing.
Wow.
It's like, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Oh, I can kind of see it from like...
So all the black is the last thing I have to do.
Okay.
So this
Would
is...
it be 51? LI?
LI. Is it 51? Maybe it's 51.
I know.
LX would be 60, so it must be 51. I don't know. What Super Bowl are we on, guys? Once COVID hit and they had a season and everybody was getting hurt and sick, I just got real mad at the NFL.
I know V's are 5s, X's are 10s.
Maybe it's 51.
M is 100.
M is 100.
So I think it's 50.
No, M is 1,000.
Really?
Yeah, C is 100.
So L must be 50.
Right? So it must be 51.
Can't be 50.
Anyway, mad at football, but I'm turning this into an ornament for my husband, and I'm determined to actually finish this one myself.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna try it. So you like cut the canvas and then you fold it back and you like get fabric and batting and you like sew things together. If I mess it up, like it's okay because Katie gave me this canvas. She got it for like super cheap. Like I'm not super attached to it. I would have been mad if I messed this one up, but this one was super easy. You just cut out the canvas and you peel off the adhesive on the box and you stick it on there. You like tuck the ends.
It looks like a perfect fit.
So we're gonna see how this goes. But anyway, that's my other FO because did you know we're now a needle pointing podcast?
I still think it was a missed opportunity that the inside of this just didn't pull out to put
I know, because
in.
that's what I was trying to do. But I guess it does make more sense that you adhesive and then you are very careful. But I cut the stitches here. I put some glue on it.
That's the thing. It'd be very easy to rip your stitches or even to damage the outside of the jewelry box.
I was using a knife, which is maybe not the best. Just like
hot take.
Don't use
Do not put your expensive needlepoint into your expensive box.
Guess how much it was for this whole thing?
I know you told us before.
It's like $130.
That's great.
It's like almost as much as a sweater.
That's great.
Why am I doing this? I don't even know. Anyway.
Speaking of $100.
$100. Let's talk about multiple hundreds of dollars. So while we're on the needlepointing kick, I got my new package from Novello Needlepoint, which is my Florida best friend's shop in Winter Park, Florida, which is basically Orlando.
I love you supporting.
It's Disney.
I love how you support your bestie's bestie.
It's Disney, so it's the Disney castle. And Katie, she finished it with like some beads for the fireworks, and then there's like a really cool way to finish this where you put like a half globe over it and you put some glitter into it so it's like a shaky ornament. Yeah.
That's cool.
So that's what I want to do with this one.
Yeah.
So I'm very, very excited. And then Fizz, who's the owner of the...
little like that fake snow.
Ooh,
Not like polyfill, but like... Oh, an oyster.
And then Fizz sent me this canvas, which I'm very excited about. I love oysters. So I actually am going to put a real pearl here.
Yeah.
Well, not a real, but like an actual pearl. And
you sure not a real pearl? Because I feel
yeah.
You should.
I got a shaky pouch that matches my shaky bag, and a needle minder, which you like stick on the canvas like so.
Oh, so it's magnetic?
Yeah, so that the needles will stick to this and you don't have to like weave it through the canvas. Oh. Which is better.
Could that damage it possibly?
Yes.
Especially when they have stitches on it.
Yes. But I mean, canvases are fairly pliable. These are those stupid neodymium magnets that stick to everything and nothing at the same time.
That you should never put in your mouth.
Oh, don't.
I used to have a magnetic like piercing that you could put in your nose.
Jeez. Just get the real one.
I did. I had it for like a weekend. I had my nose pierced for a weekend, and yeah, I think I had it, and I went to a family party, and my nana didn't like it. I don't know. She made me feel some kind of way about it, and I took it out.
My mom told me if I ever got my nose pierced, she wouldn't sign off on my college loans. Mm-hmm. I got it done when I was 20. Clearly, that worked out for her. So yeah, see, so the needle now sticks to that instead of.
That's cool.
I got a needlepoint sticker because I'm in the Cool Kids Club now.
Look at you. She has arrived, ladies and gentlemen. She has arrived. Oh my goodness.
So there's this.
Keep emptying that bag.
What the place in there's the place that did these tattoos. They're having a piercing special on Friday because it's Friday the 13th. They're doing $31 piercings, and I feel like this year has a lot, and this year doesn't have as many. And I want to get a conch, which is like this, and like a real pretty gemstone in there. So I'm like. Do I want to get a piercing? Maybe. I don't know. Speaking of piercings, I don't have enough shiny things in my head, is the moral of the story. I can always use more.
Maybe I'll go get my second hole. I had that one time. I forgot why I let it
I put mine in with the safety pin my freshman year of high school because my dad wouldn't let me do it. So I said, fine, and I did it with it. I did it Parent Trap style.
Oh my gosh.
Except I think I used a radish.
Okay.
Because that's what we had.
So spicy. Oh my god, so spicy.
I only did one, and then I did the other one. I think this one is 4 and this one is 3 because I was just on a roll.
I did not pierce my own ears. I want to say I got my ears pierced in 6th grade. So growing up, like my parents had a rule, like I wasn't supposed to get my ears pierced until I was 16.
What?
And then in elementary school, I was the only girl without earrings.
16?
And I don't know why, but like I was super self-conscious about that. And I just felt like my whole head would look better with earrings. And I was just really focused on getting these holes put in my head. So I think it was for my 12th birthday, my mom took me and I got my ears pierced. I was so pumped. And then that summer, maybe I was younger than 12.
I was 10. I had to wait till I was 10, but then my sister got to get hers on the same day because
sisters, second child.
Third child.
Oh.
My brother's in the middle.
I forgot.
Yeah. So a lot of people do that.
Sorry, brother.
Sorry, Dad.
Probably doesn't watch this. But anyway, I got my ears pierced, and then I went to summer camp.
Oh no.
And
They got infected?
no, they didn't get infected.
Oh.
I had some really pretty, I think they were like emerald earrings that my mom had in her jewelry box. They were just posts, and I was so worried about losing them. And I would like make sure the backs were on really tight, and I'd squeeze them and squeeze them and squeeze them. We went camping one weekend, and I was cleaning them and trying to take them out, and I couldn't get one out. And we couldn't figure it out. And so we're in the camper. My mom is like looking, trying to figure it out. She's thinking that there must be like some infection in my
Skin
ear.
had grown over the back.
That had, or something. She was thinking that there was no, because she could see
Okay.
when she poked, like, so it didn't look like there was a back on the earring. And when she would push the earring post into my lobe, she could see the post. So she was thinking like, like, did my ear heal around this thing? Is there like infection in there that's all nasty and it's like holding it in? Until she continued to push the post into my lobe, it was the back of the earring, because I squeezed it so much and it was so small, worked its way into my piercing hole, into the center of my lobe, like in my lobe. So after that, I took them out and I didn't want them anymore. And I don't think I got them pierced again until like I was 16 or something like that. I was in high school when I got them pierced again. And then me and a good friend at the time, I think got a second hole. And then one random Friday night, I got my nose pierced somewhere on Federal Hill. I forgot where. With my friend Joe, who we've since grown apart, but he was like my high school boyfriend, and we were best friends after. He got his nipples pierced. And I was like, I guess I'll pierce my nose in solidarity. But like watching him get his nipples pierced, that was rough. That was rough. The nose piercing wasn't bad.
No, it's not bad.
I don't want to say I was like 19, I got my belly button pierced.
I got mine done on my 18th birthday, but similar-ish. My body rejected it, but it didn't get infected. It just completely worked its way out of my skin.
Yes, and you know what?
And then I had my appendix removed later that summer, so just my belly button's a hot mess.
So I had my appendix out when I was 12, but they did it the old school way. So I have a 3-4 inch scar on my lower right belly. So laparoscopically, no.
Yeah.
But my belly button piercing never grew out, but it got to the point where super, super thin.
Yeah.
And it was like I could see, almost see the bar through my skin. And when I got pregnant with Brielle, I just took it out. And I was like,
That's when you finally took it out?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I had it for a long time.
Wow.
And I was like, this season of my life is over. But after I had her, it went back in. But I was like, the stretch marked tummy doesn't need to be bejeweled. And it's so much more comfortable without it. Like, it doesn't, like all these high-waisted pants I love.
Yeah.
It's not getting caught on them anymore. So anyway, that's enough about my piercing. And lack thereof.
I like shiny things. So I've like switched out a lot of my earrings for more shiny things like this one.
Yeah.
And then I have like the lotus thing in here, and I got the shiny.
That's fun.
Does
There's
this
a lot
one?
going on.
No, it's over here. So anyway, this one is like emptier compared to this side. So I feel like I need something to, I don't know.
Maybe.
I'm thinking about it.
I'm really distracted by that hot pink yarn you have.
Oh, I'll talk about it.
Tell me about
It's all Tania's fault. So, acquisitions.
Yeah.
So, since I already did my needlepoint acquisitions.
Keep going.
So, all of this yarn was purchased pre-New Year's.
Okay.
All of this yarn was purchased pre-New Year's. We're talking like New Year's Eve, but pre-New Year's.
That's fair.
So again, Sam, this is mostly her fault. So Sam was having a sale and clearing out a bunch of yarn because she has some amazing ideas for future collections, which I'm pumped about.
Does the sale have an end date?
I think she's still clearing stuff out.
Okay.
So not this past summer, but the summer before, she did a How to Train Your Dragon collection. And How to Train Your Dragon is the first movie that Dylan and I watched when he officially asked me to be his girlfriend / posted that we were Facebook official, even though I hadn't agreed to it. So
That's how you stake your claim.
That's how you stake your claim. So I just have always loved How to Train Your Dragon. So these 3 are from that collection. They're called First Flight. They're on her Coastal DK, Coastal DK base, which is 100% superwash. And I'm going to make a streamlined tank from 2 of Wands. So like the colors on here are just so pretty, and I think they're perfect for like a summer tank.
Yes, they're beautiful.
So I snagged 3 of these. And I also got 4 of these in a non-mystery bag. So I'm like, hey, do you have 4 of anything in DK? Because Kemper of Junk Yarn posted the Notions pullover from Tiff Nealon. And she used like this crazy neon yarn with black. And I was like, oh, yes. Snap, I want that. So I'm like, Sam, what do you have that could work if I hold it with black? And she's like, well, I have a lot of grape jelly. And I'm like, cool. So here's grape jelly. But I have since changed my mind.
What's grape jelly gonna be?
Grape jelly, it's a super pretty like reddish purple tonal. I feel like it's similar to, yeah, it's a Kait color. Reddish. It's similar to mulled cider, which you have, and I still want a sweater's quantity of, but it's not quite the same. So this is going to become, what's it called? It's going to become a thing, and I have other yarn I'm going to use for a Notions pullover. So I'm going to, maybe I'll bring it next week. It's the yarn I got from Harbor Fibers last year when she was cleaning out. I have too many messages with Sam. It's going to become, it's a Jennifer Steinglass pattern. Steinglass pattern. Thing. That one is Solosius by Jennifer Stein. No, it is Steinglass.
Oh, I thought there was an L in there.
So Solosius is a short sleeve DKT.
Oh, wow.
So I have 4 skeins of this, and then I have some of this because I think I'm going to have extra for my Winter's Beach cardigan that I haven't knit yet. Wabam.
So that'll be your contrast?
That's going to be my contrast.
That'll be beautiful.
Purple and yellow just go really well together. So I think this is going to be like super perfect and fall-y.
Yeah.
So that's that. My
Tell me
Sam
about
haul.
the pink.
So my friend Tania posted that this dyer that she follows called Hewitt Hand-Dyed Fibers was having a 25% off sale. So what do? I go and look. And what do? I find some yarn and I go,
I can't live without you.
So I got 2 of each. Guys. These are not my normal colors. They are very bright. They are
fun.
Very bright.
They're so fun.
I'm gonna make a striped V-neck tee.
That's gonna be so good.
I'm so excited. It's definitely out of my color zone. Well, I mean, sort of. I do pinks, I do blues. I don't usually do these pinks and these blues together. Or this is not my normal pink, but I think in a striped tee, because they were hanging together on her like display, and I'm like, I think I need those.
Yes.
So this is gonna become a striped V-neck tee. It might be a rocket tee by Tanis. It might be, what's the other one? There's another one that I was like, oh, maybe it'll be this one. So the rocket tee is thin stripes. This one, I think it's an Isabel Kramer pattern. The Dingley Dell is chunk stripes. Yeah. I'm leaning, I think, towards the Isabel Kramer one. I like the chunks, but we'll see.
I think, does Hovey have a simple summer striped sweater or something?
I think she does, but I think it was boxy, and I don't do boxy. Yeah. And I also, I mean, I guess technically this is an acquisition because I didn't open it until New Year's. I ordered because, again, if I haven't said enough about Sam, I love Sam and I love Sam's yarn. So Sam did not do a Advent box this year. She did a cozy New Year's box. So she had a warm palette and a cool palette, and cool colors are my jam. So I ordered the cool box, and it came with a project bag that she made herself. And I love this because I love like scrappy patchwork. Yeah. Love it. And it came with,
you do, Sam?
I know. Came with this candle, which mine arrived cracked. My sister actually fixed it.
Oh, that was nice.
But she also sent, she had one spare, so she sent me the spare. I forget who made the candle, but it wasn't Sam. It was somebody else local in Connecticut.
Does it have a sticker on the bottom?
This was made by the Bisque Bell. I know that.
Oh, okay. And the candle itself.
The candle was somebody different.
Okay.
Oh, there's my measuring tape. We got these super cute stitch markers in a little gingerbread house, which is perfect for storage.
Oh,
So
that's cute.
they match the yarn.
Oh, wow.
So this
Those
is
are
like
pretty.
a super perfect storage container for little stitch markers. We got, I don't want to do that. There we go.
Back in there.
We got a little hand cream from Naked Essentials. Yes, it's called Cozy Fireside Hand Balm.
Ooh. I like
Smells,
that.
I can kind of smell, you guys. It smells good. And then the yarn, which I was just like, damn it, Sam, you did it again.
Oh, wow.
Like, come on.
Oh, wow.
Just so good. So this one's called Winter Stroll, and this one's called Jack Frost, and I gasped when I opened the box, which was not on New Year's. I think I made it till Christmas Eve. That's and it sat in my house for a week, so I'm calling that pretty good.
The restraint you've
There was
shown.
some restraint, but I just, I told her, I'm like, please tell me you're going to do more mystery boxes going forward, because I don't really like mystery yarn.
Yeah.
But I always trust Sam's judgment, and Sam knows what I like. So if she were doing something, she'd be like, oh, I don't know about this. Then I would be like, okay, I'll hold off on this one.
Yeah.
But like, oh, it's so good. It's so good. And the speckles and the variegated, it's just so good. So anyway, that's my last. My bag is now empty.
I've got a few things.
Just a few. One of which is Sam's.
One of which is Sam's.
Which we will be opening.
Which I did order this weekend. The other two, one was a gift, and the other I purchased prior to New Year's. So, because I felt like, oh, we're going to do a stash down.
Might as well stock
So I
up
might
now.
as well stock up. Stupid.
It's so pretty.
I have for years
Squish.
wanted Woolen Vine yarn. And this, like, let me get closer.
It's so good.
I hope this is, yeah.
I should have gotten closer, huh?
Next time.
Next time.
Now we know. We're trial and error here. Hey. But anyway, this is Woolen Vine, Pandora, and her Novu.
I don't speak French.
Novu base, which is 100% superwash merino wool. It's a single ply, which kind of bummed me out because I feel like I bought it quick. I was like, oh, finger
If
and weight.
anybody has used single ply for a garment, please let us know.
Yeah.
But I always feel like single ply for a garment is never a good idea.
Like, I'm afraid it's gonna pill or break. I don't know what to do.
Hold it double.
Tell
and
me
make a
what
shawl.
to do. I could, or I could get me a suri alpaca, like a fuzzy.
You can always.
Can always.
Always.
But it's got pinks and purples
It's
and like
so
gray.
pretty.
And it's it's so pretty. And I don't always love her colors. Like some of her stuff is kind of earthy for me. Like browns and greens, which I like, but I don't like them for me.
Yeah. Understand.
So I got 4 skeins of this, and I've kept it in a little cellophane until now, which will be, I really hope it can be a sweater, but I really would hate to also put all of that work in this beautiful yarn into a sweater and end up with lots of balls.
So Angie, I feel like you would be the resident go-to person on this because I know you also use Woolen Vine a lot. Have you used this for a garment? If so, please let us know.
Correct. And my Christmas yarn,
Which is
I
lovely.
got from Ralph's grandma. I had been eyeballing the Lang Yak at Skein
It's so
Yarn Shop.
nice.
It is 100% yak.
It's so nice.
And, wait, no, just kidding.
No?
It's 70% merino.
Oh.
Extra fine virgin wool and 30% yak.
Huh.
But it's so soft.
So soft.
And this is in the colorway 48.
Very descriptive.
I know. It's kind of like a mauvey,
Taupey brown.
like a taupey brown. And I had a gift card as well. So when Skein was having their after Christmas sale, like the week after between Christmas and New Year's, I went and picked up some color 94, which is like a neutral, to pair them together because I think I have enough. So here's the 48, here's the 94. I think I have enough to make a Bouquet sweater. Thank you, Rachel.
You're welcome.
Bouquet sweater.
I got you.
Which I have been wanting to make since I started watching the Grandma Jane's Attic podcast. So Devin and Siobhan made them. And I remember thinking, like, oh, I don't know. It only comes in one size. Not sure about it, but I really want it. So it's a super challenge because the pattern does not repeat at all. So there are multiple charts. But ever since I did the Dino Frenzy, and that was a non-repeating chart, I feel like I'm up for the challenge.
You definitely are up for the challenge.
So I have, I think, enough for that, I hope. And then, I haven't even opened this yet.
I know, this is like the grand unveiling.
I did get another bag from Kelly. So I know we talked about project bags.
Oh, I love that.
I'm just realizing I haven't checked my Instagram story for my questions. My only question, well, I had one comment from my mother-in-law who would like me to make her a baby pink sweater, and my answer is no. You can make your own sweater. I will help you make a sweater.
We got a couple comments.
But I got another bag. So Kelly started doing canvas bags. So I have a couple of her quilted. And this is like a beautiful,
I need one.
Like vintagey, pale pink and mustards and golds. And
let me refrain. I don't need one, but I want one.
And I just love this closure. I just love it. I love it. I love it. And this is larger than any of the other bags I have. So this is going to hold my yak yarn.
You need some bigger bags.
My yak yarn.
Yak yarn.
My yak yarn. So I bought one of those.
And dun 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 dun.
And the big reveal from Sam's super special sale, which I wasn't gonna buy anything from, but I had been thinking that I wanted a deep teal cardigan.
Oh.
And I can't remember the name of the cardigan, and my show notes are on my phone. This is called Blue Spruce, and
that's
her Delta fingering.
You're gonna do a fingering weight cardigan? Oh,
no, I'm gonna hold it double. I'm gonna hold it double.
With what?
It together.
Oh.
I think.
Sam.
I think I'm gonna hold it double together.
This is why my cabinet is full of your yarn.
So this is what happened. Sam posted a story of a picture of what she had left.
And you said, I want that one.
This was an image, so I went on her store. This wasn't there. And I was like, huh. So I took a screen.
I've done that.
Such a freak. So I go back to her stories. I watch them. I take a screenshot. I circle it. And then I was like, okay, let me be more specific. I erase my circle.
I do that.
I zoom in. I circle. And I was like, hey, what's this? And she tells me it's called Blue Spruce. And she's like, oh, I'll send you a video in a little bit. I was like, oh my gosh, you're the best. So,
it's so good.
Delta fingering is 450 yards.
And it's non-super wash.
Non-super wash, untreated American wool, 3-ply. So it's got that squish. And it's not reading right here, but it's like a bluey green.
It's really pretty.
And it's tonal. And I want to hold it held together for a cardigan that I cannot remember the name of. However, in the cardigan pattern, it said 2 fingering weights held double equals worsted, and that is not right.
That is definitely not right.
So I definitely needed to take a look at the gauge. So I'm thinking it might be a loose gauge, because 2 held together
is not worsted.
It's not worsted. Tisn't.
3, not 2.
Yeah, but I almost wonder if maybe I could do like a suri in there, make it a furry girl.
I love suri.
I know, but I know that doesn't make it much thicker. 2 suris.
No, but the fluff.
2 suris, 2 of these, and I'll end up with a heavy sweater like my Ursa.
That's what happened with my Ursa. I did double mohair and double worsted.
I feel like my colors, I don't know if I'm in like a season of blues, but like, I feel like my
it's
colors.
Not your purple.
My colors are getting darker, but I feel like this still goes really good with my hair.
Oh yeah, it does.
I think so.
It's so nice.
So, I love this. Thank you so much, Sam. And, oh my gosh. Like.
Did she leave you a note? Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Kait. Can't wait to see what you make with these squishies. Happy making. Love, Sam. So, you're the cutest. I love it. Like, customer service, you guys, is unparalleled.
If you don't have any of her yarn, Why?
You should. You're stupid.
Especially
Go buy
because
some.
she's running a huge sale.
Huge sale. What is it?
Come on.
What's the
40% off?
Yeah,
right
like
now?
and it, so like it would be irresponsible of you
to not
make
help her
purchase.
clear out her shelves so that she can dye more pretty yarn.
Well, especially because I had no clue how many of these she had, and then she showed me she had 6, and then I went over to the calculator. I was like, times 40%. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
So
it would be irresponsible for us to tell you not to go help Sam clear out her shelves.
Plus, if you purchase her and support her small business, then we can try to stick to our goal of not having to buy it.
Buy it so we don't buy it, please and thank you.
But I'm good. I'm good for now. So my birthday will be in April. So I feel like I can wait. If there's something I want, I can let hubby know.
I did buy some yarn, but I was responsible about it. And my friend Venmoed me for one of the skeins for my birthday. So, well, I'm sure maybe I'll have it for the next podcast. If not, I'll have it in 2. So Fuzzy Peach Fibers, her Celestial collection, I was just like, why? Why? It's just not fair. Like, all of the colors are so good. So I really want to make knit a rainbow sweater, which Justine at Skein Yarn Shop knit, and it looks amazing. And I'm like, great, it's slub and fingering held together. And I'm like, all right, great, which color do I pick? But I was responsible. I went through my stash. I found some fingering that would coordinate with one of the slubs. So I only bought 3 skeins of slub, and really I only bought 2 because my friend Katie that I swap with sent me some money for my birthday to pay for one of the skeins. She was like, I was gonna do it anyway, and now I don't have to pay for shipping.
Perfect.
So I've only bought 2, which I call a win considering I was gonna have to buy 6.
That was a very conscious decision that you made. I love how
I went through my stash.
And took a look at the goal. So even if you're going to try to use the stash, if you need to buy something so that you can use it the way you want,
yeah,
I don't see anything wrong with that.
But
we're going to try to not buy like whole sweaters quantities.
Well,
we're going to try.
Because Sam's new collection's launching in February, and I already know I need some of that yarn for my sheep camp sweater. I already know. Because she already showed me the color. I already know.
I mean, at this point, do what you want. Do what you want. You cannot be held accountable.
I'm trying, but
Rachel cannot be held accountable.
She has the color I want for my sheep camp. It's kind of like the farmer's daughter one you have, like that real dark blue, almost black.
That's true.
And I'd rather get it from Sam.
That's true.
So I was like, I posted a poll in my stories. I'm like, which of these yarns matches with my sheep camp? And she's like, I got something for you. And I'm like, I hate you. Stop showing me yarn.
Of course you do.
But it's perfect. And I think she has a purple that's so dark it's almost black too, which I might use with my yarn that we have that matches for a spark.
That would be great.
So,
but speaking of which, I'm also looking forward to Andrea Mowry's new pattern, and I want to see it in full.
I don't know. I got mixed feelings about it currently.
So I feel like her last few patterns have been a real miss for me.
Huge miss for both of us.
Especially the last one, that super large cardigan.
And if you love it, like, that's great. We are not fans.
No.
Clearly, I like her patterns because, I'm knitting one and I've knit multiple shifts. Same. And,
And it looks cozy, but the amount of yarn that you would need to purchase.
Oh my God, so much yarn.
And like a lot of yarn shops are doing like knit-alongs with that, and it almost seemed...
That seems irresponsible to me, is buying all of that.
Yeah.
But if you do you, to me, it's...
And you know what? I might feel totally differently about purchasing that quantity of yarn to participate if I loved it.
Yes, so if you love it, it's different. But if you don't love it...
I've been wanting another cardigan. I love my Spark
You can
cardigan.
make this one.
Yeah. I love my Spark cardi. I loved steeking, so I loved doing it in the round. I was looking at this, trying to find anyone's notes that they did it in the round and steeked it after.
You could follow the pullover pattern and steek it.
That's true. That is true. Thank you for saying that.
And the pullover has way less issues than the cardigan.
Perfect. So if I knit that, that's my plan.
There we go.
So this, I talked to someone on Instagram. I don't want to say her name just in case this isn't allowed. But someone I know on Instagram knits such beautiful work, and I feel like everything she does is like, okay, now I want that. No, I want that. No, I want that. And she posted that she was excited for this pattern to come out. I was like, oh my God, me too, but I'm worried about what it's going to be like because the last few were a miss for me. And she's a religious, like, Andrea Mowry pattern
person. Yeah.
And she, however, had loved the fit. Well, she liked the alpenglow, which I felt like for me wasn't super wearable, and all of the different types of yarn required in that sweater. I wasn't into it, and I'm not sure if she made the giant cardi or not, but she test knit this newest one, and she said it's going to be like a shift cardigan.
I do.
Or like a spark cardigan. So you know how she had this, was it a spark?
Shift. It looks like a shift.
But she had...
The spark is the one you made.
Yes. Okay, so it's like a shift but cardigan.
But cardigan,
yeah. So it looks like a well-fitted, and she said the fit is amazing. So that's what I'm interested in, the fit.
Okay.
And so it looks like a button-up cardigan, maybe not too much positive ease, maybe not even any, maybe like no positive ease or negative even, because it was close fitting. It was
definitely close fitting.
But I'm sure you can make it whatever you want.
I would definitely not be able to make it that close fitting.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be buttoning it up.
Yeah, there we go.
But I have wanted to learn how to make a button band. I hear it's not too intimidating.
Not bad.
I'm sure I could do it, I just haven't. So I like to learn new things as I go. So I'm interested in that, and I have that yarn that we both have the spin cycle for, or I even have that Farmer's Daughter, that hot pink that I've been wanting to use. It's like it's like a hot pink, and it was like a oopsie.
Oh, yeah.
Sport weight. So it's a sport weight cardi, super wearable.
The one you were going to use for your eye dazzler?
Yeah, but then I realized eye dazzler is worsted and not sport weight.
Oh.
So that's where I messed up.
Oh.
But I'm well stocked. So I think I already have yarn for this Andrea Mowry sweater. And I love how she writes a pattern. So I feel like if I have the right quantity, I might be going for it.
Do it.
Yeah, because I'm like, well, while I'm not purchasing yarn, like making an effort to not purchase yarn I don't need and to use what I have because it's beautiful and I need to. And like I bought it for a reason. I need to use it and not store it under my spare bed. That I might be needing to buy new patterns. So even if I have a pattern in my library that I loved at the time. If it
doesn't bring you joy,
no.
Don't do it.
And I feel like that there are patterns that I'll see they'll come out and I'll purchase them if they're on sale because it's like release weekend or whatnot. And then I look at the construction and I'm like, oh no. So now I'm a little bit better at looking at like the buzzwords. Like, oh, is it bottom up? No, thank you. Except Pink Fizz, which I want to knit, which I have the pattern for.
It is bottom up.
So many things.
I don't love bottom up, but I will do it for the right sweater.
Yeah, and like shawl collars were awesome like a few years ago, and now I'm not about a shawl collar anymore. I don't think I loved them then, but that's what was on sweaters.
Right. I'll let you know how. So I have yarn to make a spark, and I'm not going to make a shawl collar. I think I'm going to do a garter band, or not a garter band, ribbing all the way around. So we'll see how that goes. So I'd add ribbing at the top, and then just pick up and ribbing down the side.
Okay.
Over the seat.
I think it'll be fun.
I think it'll work. And I could add buttons if I want to. Just for some extra.
Yeah. I do wish mine had buttons because it does, it comes down at like a V. Mm-hmm. So a couple buttons over here would have been nice. It does call for that belt that I never did. Didn't do the belt. No. It was like a double knit belt, I think.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I used to have it in my car for my glove box knitting, but then...
No. The belt?
Yeah, it's still in there with some needles that rusted because I got it away. I know, so now I'm not going to touch it. I think the whole thing, once I open that thing, the glove box again, it's probably just all going in the garbage.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It was ultra wool, so I'm not at a total loss for a partial ball. But anyway, that's what we got. We've got our birthday Mel from Rachel. We've got our stash down, which we were Googling last night and we see that lots of yarn shops, other podcasters use the term stash down. So we're hoping that we're not
infringing.
Yeah. So we're hoping that it wasn't a term created by Boston Jen. That's where I first heard it, actually.
Yeah, that's where I first heard it too.
So we didn't want to use it at first, but then looking around, it almost seems like it might be just a well-known thing that different groups are doing.
But if you have a better idea for us.
Yeah, or know if we are, infringing upon someone else's creative space.
property. Yeah.
Yeah. Let us know.
We don't want to do that.
We love to learn and grow. We do. So.
That's why we're teachers.
Yeah. Definitely. I'm just looking at my piles here. Like, this will take me a full year just to knit through what's in front of me.
No,
right
it
now.
won't. No, it won't.
Well, anyway. Do we have anything coming up?
Questions.
Oh, duh.
We do have questions. Do we want to pause here? We're gonna pause.
Pause.
Do you want to check your questions real quick? Or do you not want to touch it? Any good Rex for fingering
Why
weight?
isn't it doing it?
Uh-oh. Did it record? No, it was
It's
recording.
still recording. It low batteried me. That's why it wasn't stopped. It didn't. Now we are.
Now we
Okay.
are? Okay.
Now we're recording. Okay.
All right, so we got
Questions.
some questions. What was the name of the shawl Kait was wearing in the last podcast and the yarn you used?
It was Find Your Fade, and it was a kit that they don't have the specific colors for.
From Knitpicks,
From
right?
Knitpicks from 2017. It was a fingering kit. I think they have a fingering kit now.
It's not that one.
It was 7 skeins of yarn, which went from like a white with blue speckles to a dark purple. So it's faded through blues and grays and purples.
We also got any good recommendations for a fingering weight fade project. You have 4 skeins. So there's a couple. One that I have a couple of 4 skein sets and I want to use one for is the Volcano Cowl from Max the Knitter. So you hold it double and then you like fade and marl the skeins. So for sure.
That's fun.
That. So the Volcano Cowl, and I'm looking at my Ravelry right now. Hat and Peak, also Max the Knitter. Your Slip is Showing by Casapinka, which I don't love the colors in the picture on Ravelry, but I've seen some in person and I went, I really do like that. Okay. Slow Curves by Joji Locatelli, nice simple fade shawl.
Oh, she had one. It was a rectangle.
Was it Fading
Fading
Point?
Point.
Yeah, that thing is a beast.
I know, I wanted to make that, but the monstrosity of it. I think my Find Your Fade tee was a 4 skein fade.
Okay. I like this one too. I'm showing Kait on my phone because it's not going to show up if we do it over there. Dirty Lace by Livy Johnson. It's just a big lacy wrap.
That's very pretty.
I really like that.
Ooh, something brioche even.
Freza y Chocolate Shawl by Keka Guillen. It's got some lacy, again, I like lace. It's got a little bit of brioche in there. It's got some lace. It's like a nice, well, the picture is like a nice white to like chocolate fade, so it's like very Valentine's-y. A brioche cowl, the sidestep brioche cowl. Kitiana, another like just textured shawl. Oh, I like this one a lot. The Waterside Shawl by Kat Archer.
Ooh.
Brunch Line Shawl by Ellen Coy. I'm just going through my favorites with things that are 4 skeins. Why isn't the Volcano Cowl in here? I know the Volcano Cowl is 4 skeins. I love it. And that's when I can start casting on new things. That's at the top of my list. So, Volcano Trail. Sorry, that's what it's called. Oh, it's not my favorites. It's in my queue, but not my favorites. So it's just like a really fun, you marl the skeins. It's got a slip stitch edging, kind of like the Weekender running down the front, and you marl the skeins together.
Do you knit it inside out like the Weekender?
To
get the pro
I would
look?
assume.
Yeah.
Top and bottom are worked in the round. Garter stitch section is worked flat, so almost no purling in this cowl. Yeah. So that's what I would recommend. I really, really like it.
I think that account that I was looking for before in my brain.
So fun.
That is fun.
Do you think?
I think it's the duplicate stitch.
That's the name of the...
That, I believe so. The duplicate stitch.
The duplicate stitch. No.
A tag?
The tag?
Is it a tag?
Oh, maybe. No. She'll find it and we'll talk about it on our next episode. I think that's all
Easy. Come
the
over
questions
here
that we had.
If you want to be on the Mama and Rachel show.
Want to come hang out?
My daughter has been so good.
So good. Also, what is that rolly chair? I want one.
That. Do you want more water, honey? Do you want to be on the show?
Want to come hang out?
Oh, so here is my mini. This is Brielle. We call her Breezy. And Breezy, how old are you?
How old are you? Your
Your
yarn? Your age is yarn? I like that.
Her age is yarn. Yarn ain't nothing but a number.
Nope.
But Breezy is 3.
Oh, I'm not ready for that.
Breezy Threezy. And she's the best girl ever. And she's got quite a head of hair.
You have such good hair. Breezy with the good hair.
Breezy with the good hair. She does. She gets light in the summer. And she's got a little curl back here. We haven't had our first haircut yet.
Oh.
We're not into that.
Oh, we've done that several times.
I mean, she could probably, it's super soft baby hair, but she could use a trim to just even it out, but I don't know.
What color is that?
If you have girls, let me know at what age did they get their first haircut.
Yeah, I feel like girls, they definitely go longer.
Yeah. I want to say, like...
Are you sniffing the yarn? Does it smell good?
I think it smells good, too. Anyway, she's being a shy girl right now, but she's got a voice.
Oh, she does.
And she sings, and she's a good time. She loves Curious George, and reading, and building with her blocks, and cooking with mommy and daddy.
All the fun things.
All the fun things. We love Play-Doh.
I should reintroduce
Coloring.
that to Owen.
Yes.
He was throwing small bits on the floor, and I said, we're done with Play-Doh.
Oh, yeah, take it out. Might not be time for his season of Play-Doh.
No.
She got, for her birthday, and Owen should come over and play.
I know, we need to
that
make that
hair,
happen.
It's like
oh my God,
hair
really
thing. The hair squeezes out like spaghetti.
I love that. Do
Yeah.
you love that? Do you love Play-Doh hair?
We haven't opened it yet.
Oh.
We call like our dining room the toy vault because like, we have all of her Christmas and birthday things. We do a slow reveal throughout the year.
Yeah.
Because she has both in December. And then, so like a lot I'll save for the summer when we're home together a lot and have.
There's always something
things
new.
to do. We also don't need to open up all of our Play-Doh or markers at the same time. But yeah. My other question on Instagram, I think came from,
good.
if I'm recalling correctly, because I forgot to take a screenshot and my phone is what's recording now, was from Posies and Pockets asking about a beginner sweater pattern. And I would go back to
Cozy Classic.
Okay, I didn't make that. I was gonna go back to the Felix pullover.
That one too.
Like a top down raglan. If you're feeling spicy, the Felix has like a very simple
yoke
yarn
detail.
over lace. It's just yarn overs and it looks like lace detail there.
The Cozy Classic raglan is DK. It's it's just knit in the round. It has raglan shoulders, but it's a left lifted and right lifted increase for those, so it doesn't have the fun lace details at the raglan. But I would say either one of those is a pretty good. Or Hohi Locatelli has like a basic pullover pattern. I would say that one's good too.
We need more lead. Here we go. Yeah. Even the Andrea Mowry's Find Your Fade sweater. It was written well construction-wise.
Okay.
If you want to get fun with color, it goes through how to fade.
She does have a very good.
You also don't have to fade.
No.
So like
her math makes a lot of sense though. Like I've looked at that for other fade patterns to make sure that things are going to work out.
Right. And especially if you're going to use some of your beautiful fingering weight yarn, that might be the way to go. Oh. Did that stop our recording?
Uh-oh.
Can you hold on to our remote? Let's go check.
Let's go check. We're checking to see if we got paused by the 3-year-old.
Still recording.
Still recording. Excellent.
And I'm actually gonna not turn off it's on, my phone's dying.
Okay.
So we gotta wrap this up.
Well, I think we're pretty much.
We got 10% battery left.
I think we're good. I think we covered all the things.
Do we have fiber foodies this month, or are we gonna push it to February?
I think it's just gonna get pushed to February because surgery and New York and crap ton of. We're doing a belated Christmas with my husband's family.
Oh my gosh.
Like extended family, so I think we're gonna skip fiber foodies this month, but I do want to have one next month, and I'm hoping we can have it at the charcuterie place.
Oh,
That would be the best Galentine's.
That would be. That would be the best Galentine's.
So,
we should do that.
In our next episode, I'll have some more details about that, but most likely no fiber foodies this month just because my schedule is a little nuts.
What am I doing? We're making the Mama and Rachel show.
So...
That's Rachel. Oh, this is a pencil.
That's a pencil. So you can find me on Instagram and Ravelry at Beaches and Bobbles, all one word.
And you can find me on Instagram as Kait_knits_RI and on Ravelry as KateKnitsRI, one word.
Please tell us if you can hear us better, if you can see things better. Please let us know, because we want to make sure that, you know, if you're taking the time to hang out with us, that you can hear us and see everything clearly.
Yes.
And yeah, we'll see everybody in a couple of weeks. Happy New Year. Thanks for coming.
Bye.
Bye.
Say bye-bye.
Can you say bye-bye? No, that's okay.